up, y'all? Welcome back to my channel. It's Rae. Today we are going to be talking about my empties. So I have a bag full of empties here that I want to go over with you and just let you know what I have used up in the past few months. So if you are interested, then keep on watching. So I have a little bit of a hodgepodge of things in here. I do have some hair things, some face things, as well as body things. So it's just a little bit of everything in here that I've used up. Try to do it in some semblance of order. So I'll try to do all the hair things, all the body things, all the face, that type of thing. So let's get started. So we're gonna start with hair. So the first thing that I used up was the Maximum Hydration Coconut Water Penetrating Hair Treatment. This is a deep conditioner that I talk about from the coconut water line that I love. As you can see, I scraped the jar. I love this coconut water deep conditioner. It has a lot of slip. It's very moisturizing. I like to detangle my hair in the shower. I actually like to do it with a conditioner, and then by the time I put my deep conditioner in, my hair is pretty much detangled. But if there's any little bit of tangles left or shed hair left in there, this just helps to help me to finger detangle all those shed hairs and leftover tangles out. I love it. It smells great. It is not real thick, but it's not real thin. It's just like right there in the middle. It just glides into your hair and you can just feel it working. I love this deep conditioner. The next thing I used up was the Texture ID Deep Treatment Mask. You know, I've talked about this a lot. This particular mask is very affordable. You can get it at Sally's. It is somewhat of a medium consistency as well. Not real thick, but not real thin. Just enough to give you what you need as far as moisture is concerned. Once you put heat to this, I mean, and you go to rinse it out, your hair is just buttery soft. I love this mask. I will continue to purchase it, especially if I'm on a budget. As you can see, it is all the way gone as well. Has an okay scent. Of course, this scent is a lot better, but this is a nice affordable mask if you need one. It does have wheat protein in it and honey and sweet almond oil, so it is a good balanced deep conditioner for moisture and for protein. So if you're one of those ones who are like me, who like to have just a little bit of protein in their deep conditioner so they don't have to worry about moisture overload or protein overload, then this is a good one. The next thing I used up was the Oyin Ginger CoWash, and you guys know I did a review on this and said that it was just okay. It wasn't as good as I thought it was going to be, as everybody talked it up to be. I wouldn't, no, let me change that. I'm not going to say it wasn't as good. It wasn't what I thought. I had a thought in my mind based on what people were saying, and it did not measure up to what I thought it was going to do. I don't feel like it had the slip that I like. Now you can detangle with this. I have detangled with it. I have to go a little bit slower than I have to with some of my other co-washes. However, you can detangle with it. I feel like you have to use quite a lot to get the slip that I like. But I will say that I do feel like it cleanses my hair, which is what a co-wash is supposed to do. So it does do that, and it does make my hair feel very hydrated after I rinse it out. So that's great. So moisture and hydration is a little bit different, but yes, my hair feels very hydrated when I rinse this out. I think that the smell is somewhat strong to me, but it has great ingredients in it. It's cruelty free. There's no parabens, no sulfates and things like that. So if you're looking for a good co-wash, I'd say give it a try. Would I repurchase? I may, if I could find it on the ground and it's really on sale or something like that, I probably would. But I just feel like For me, I have some other co-washes that have a lot more slip to them, and I enjoy slip. For my coily hair and the fact that I detangle in the shower and I want to have a pretty quick wash day, I want something with a whole lot of slip. I don't want something with mediocre slip and I have to use more than what I should have to use just to get the slip. So then when you do that, it's not as cost effective as it should be, or could be, in my opinion. So it's not bad. I just like some other things just as well or better. But yeah, I finally used that up. The next thing I used was the Eco olive oil, shea butter, black castor oil, flaxseed gel. Remember, I had 2 of these that had very little in them, so I used that up. Right now, I'm gonna say I probably won't repurchase just because I have some other gels and there's really no need for me to. I'm not gonna say I never will again. I might end up revisiting it down the line or something like that. The next thing I used up was the Blueberry Bliss Reparative Hair Mask, which I love. I love this stuff. I just gave this away in a giveaway to the winner, and I hope that she enjoys it. I cleaned it out as well. It smells good. Again, this is one of those ones that is just the right consistency for me, where it melts in my hair. It doesn't sit just right on top of my hair. I can feel it, you know, just going through my strands. I don't care for the conditioners that are so thick that when you put it on your hair, it just sits on the top, and then you gotta feel like you really gotta use a lot to get it through every layer of your hair. And my hair is thick, so if I put this on my hair, I can feel it actually seeping through the thickness or that section that I have, and it's getting on every strand of hair. So I like that, and that's the kind of consistency I like with my deep conditioners. This one is really good. Again, if you want something that has a little bit of protein in it as well as your moisture, this is a good one. This one here has soy protein in it, but then it also has some coconut oil, some glycerin, and it also has aloe leaf juice in it. So I don't know if you guys are sensitive to any of those things. You may bypass this one, but to me, I mean, this is a good deep conditioner. And I didn't really go over the ingredients with these, and I don't want to go over all the ingredients of all these things either. So if there's something that I talk about, you may just want to get online and look and see what the ingredients are. But yeah, just share that with you. Okay, here's another Texture ID deep treatment mask. So that's 2 of those that I have used up. The next thing is the Texture ID styling cream. It looks like this. I just used this in a video of Wash and Go. I used this alongside the Wet Line, I believe, the Wet Line gel, and got a really pretty good wash and go with it. But I don't necessarily care for the texture of this. It's not a bad styling cream. It does help to give you a little bit of hold in your curls before you put on the gel. That's probably why I've got a pretty good wash and go. But I don't know, it's just not a favorite of mine. I have some other favorites, so I probably wouldn't purchase it again, but it's affordable. So if you want to try it, I say try it. But it does have a little bit of moisture. I don't know, nothing to write home about, I guess. I'll just say it like that. Yes, it's more so the it's the consistency and the moisture is just okay. So the next thing I used up was the Miche Strength & Protein Deep Conditioner. And I love this stuff. This is another one. It says it's a protein deep conditioner, but it packs so much moisture that I feel like it's a good balance. This one has like 3 different proteins in it. So that's why, you know, it's marketed as a protein deep conditioner, but I love it. I feel like it has so much moisture along with that protein that it gives a really good conditioning to your hair. It also has mango butter in it, and a lot of other good ingredients. It smells so good, so good. So if you're looking for a light protein treatment, I'd say pick this up. I wouldn't consider this a heavy protein treatment, that's my opinion. But if you just need a little bit of protein to help, you know, give your curls a little bit of boost or whatever, I'd say pick this up. It's really good. You will have to order it. I don't believe that this is on the ground anywhere, but again, I could be wrong. But yes, this is good. I used it up. Do you guys see a trend here? It's mostly deep conditioners. So the next thing I used up was the As I Am Restore and Repair Jamaican Black Castor Oil Moisturizing Mask. Did a video on this not long ago. This mask was just okay to me. Of course, I used it up as well. Smells good. It just didn't wow me. It was just okay. So I probably would not repurchase this one again. I'd probably repurchase one of the other ones before this one, but I used that up. Next thing I used up was the Main Choice Heavenly Halo Soy Milk Deep Hydration Mask. It looks like this. Again, it was okay. It wasn't a bad mask. I liked it. Would I repurchase it again? No, because I just don't use a lot of Main Choice products. I don't know if that's a good reason for some of you, but for me, it's like I prefer to like at least a few things out of a line for me to purchase that stuff. I don't want to go and just look for this. That's just me, especially when I have other deep conditioners that are within a line that I like. And that can be a little bit less expensive. Main Choice sometimes can be a little expensive with their products, but it wasn't bad. It had silk soy milk in it, and biotin, vitamin D, vitamin E. So it has really good ingredients in it. But I used that up. Let's see, the next thing I used up was the Curls Blueberry Bliss Twist and Shout Cream, which I love. I love this. Use it up. I love this for twist outs. To go under a gel for a wash and go. I mean, I just love the Curls Blueberry Bliss line. I love that line. So I don't use a lot of Curls products. I believe this is probably the only line from Curls that I use. I don't even know that I've tried any of the other lines. I think I did. I tried the very first line that came out. One of the things that came in that line, I think it was the gel, was kind of clear, and I didn't feel like it really did anything for me, so then I didn't use it again. And then I didn't use Curls for a long time, and somebody talked this up. I got it and I loved it, and I've just stuck with this. And because I like this, I don't try to use any of the other products. I just haven't tried any of the other ones because I love that one. So when I go on that site, that's the first line I'm going to. The next thing I used up was the Shea Moisture Raw Shea Butter Extra Moisture Detangler. Just used this up recently when I did a video on comparing the 4 different detanglers. If you haven't seen it, I'll try to link it right here. But this is good. Has a lot of slip, does pack moisture, and I probably would repurchase this again. It is a good leave-in. I don't necessarily use it as a detangler. I just did it for that particular video. But again, I detangle with a cheap conditioner in the shower. So something I have to pay a little bit more for, I'm going to mainly use it as a leave-in. So, and the next thing I used up was the Scalp Curl Clarifier, or I should say my son used it up. I used it a couple times to do the review. Didn't quite like it. He used it the rest of the way, and he didn't mind it. I think he liked the pump on it getting down in there, but he didn't mind it. But I would not repurchase. I just don't care for it enough to repurchase. But that's used up. The next thing is the Texture ID Curl Clarifying Shampoo that looks like this. I use this when I want to clarify my hair. Very moisturizing, lathers out of this world, and still lets your hair feel moisturized and not stripped. So I love this, and I would repurchase it. And that is it for the hair products. So now moving into the body products. What I used up was the Olay Hydrating Clean Almond Milk body wash, which I loved. Makes your body feel soft. It smells really good. It locks in the moisture like it says. So yes, I enjoyed the Olay. I like the Olay line anyway. So yes, I would repurchase. The next thing I used up was the Oyin Naturals Body Oil. It looks like this. And this body oil smells so good, and I did use it, but I probably wouldn't repurchase it. Not because it's not good, but there's only a little bit left in here. So let me see if I can get it out. But compared to a lot of body oils, it's somewhat thick. Go ahead and just rub that on. Oh, it smells so good. It's somewhat thick, and I don't know, I just prefer a little bit thinner body oils if I'm going to use them. And you can just get so many in the drugstore readily available without having to order. So efficiency is my thing. If I can get it while I'm out doing other shopping and stuff like that, and I can just pick it up and I can get a bigger size for the same amount or less, then I think that is cost effective for me. So that's why I probably wouldn't purchase this again. But if you are someone who loves body oils, you want a good one, you want it to smell good, you don't mind ordering, I'd say try it, give it a try, because it smells really good. And it feels silky on my skin. Moving on to face. I used up the Olay Age Defying Cleanser. It looks like this. I like this. It has a little bit of grit in it to help to kind of exfoliate your face. It does make your face feel cleansed. So you do want to make sure you use a moisturizer after this, but I like it. And I probably would repurchase it again. Right now I'm using something else trying to see if I like it, but I probably would repurchase that again. So yes. The next thing is the Olay Age Defying Daily Renewal Cream as a moisturizer. It looks like this, and I pretty much used it up. This, I'm gonna say I probably would not repurchase again, because when I would wash my face and then I put this on, sometimes my face would still feel not dry, but not necessarily moisturized and supple and soft. So I just didn't feel like this gave enough moisture for me. That's my opinion. So yeah, I probably wouldn't repurchase this particular moisturizer again. I would try a different one. So it's gonna be a no for that. The next thing is the Maybelline Master Fix Long Boosting Setting Spray that I used up, and locks in makeup, long lasting finish. Again, like I said before, I don't wear enough makeup, especially a beat face, to really pay attention to whether this makes my makeup last longer and not to, you know, move and all that kind of stuff. I mainly use this when it looks a little, when I first put it on, it looks a little bit cakey. I'll put this on and it does take care of that, and just for the freshness. But if my makeup wears off during the day, that's not a big deal to me. So I really can't speak on that, which I said before. Would I repurchase it if I found it? If I needed some setting spray and it was on sale and I was at a drugstore, yeah, I'd pick it up. I mean, I haven't found one. They all pretty much work the same to me for my needs, for what I use them for. They all work the same to me. So whatever I can get my hands on first, that's what I'm gonna do. So yeah, I mean, sorry. The next thing I used up was this Maybelline Define a Line Soft Black eyeliner pencil, and it's gone. It has a little spongy thing on the end. Would I repurchase this again? I'm going to say no, and not because it wasn't good or I didn't like it, but because I'm getting away from eyeliners. My eyes are oily. I have hooded eye. I mean, it just smudges a lot, so I don't wear eyeliner anymore for the most part, so I wouldn't repurchase that. The next thing is the Brow Stylist Definer by L'Oreal. Looks like this, has a little brush on it. And obviously I lost the tip to it, and then the pencil is on this side, which is used up. It was nice. Would I purchase it again? Probably not. And the reason I say that is because I have a brush like this in my brush set, and then I also have eyebrow pencils, so I'll just use those. And because I don't really define my eyebrows that much, they're fat, they're full. Right now they need to be done, and I think I'm gonna try to wax them myself. If I come in and I have big gouges out of my eyebrows, you know why. Just leave it alone, don't mention it. But I just don't define my eyebrows that much. I just let them do what they do, you know. Woolly look, I guess. You know, so I don't know that I would buy this again. I don't know if I spend my money on it. And last but not least is the Studio 35 Beauty Brush and Sponge Cleaner. It looks like this, and it is empty. And yes, I would purchase this again. I got this from either Walgreens or CVS, and it is a quick cleanse for your makeup brushes. So if you know that you're not ready to actually wash your makeup brushes with a makeup shampoo or cleanser and lay them all out, you just need one or two clean, this is nice. You spray those one or two, you just rub it on a paper towel or whatever, and it gets that makeup right out. It'll dry really quick, and then you can use it again the next day or within a few hours or whatever. You don't have to let it dry overnight. So this is really good if you want to spot clean a couple makeup brushes right there at your vanity or whatever. Clean them and put them back in your makeup brush holder for use the next day or within a few hours. This is great, so I would use it for this. But if you need a deep clean, then of course you may want to get a actual shampoo and do them all. But yes, I'll repurchase that. And that is it for my empties. All done. So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, make sure you're following me over on Instagram, and until next time, thanks for watching. Bye.